Welcome back everybody to part 3 of Let's Play Castlevania. In this episode we're going to go through level 3. Can you hear that music, folks? You know, this is the sound saying that, well, welcome to the real game. Stage 3 introduces a lot of new enemies that are real pains in the asses, like those hunchbacks, or later known as Fleamen from Symphony of the Night onwards. They can be a real pain in the ass. And there's a lot of Dickish enemy placements, especially like above pits, as you can probably see in these sorts of areas with these ravens and ghosts and everything. They're gonna knock you in, they have the potential to knock you into the pit, and they cause a lot of really cheap deaths, and it's a very common criticism of this game, is generally the whole knockback of Simon, which will generally knock you into a pit, and it's really not fun at all. Also in stage 3, enemies will start doing 3 hits of damage instead of 2, from what you've noticed from the first 2 stages. And it basically means you have less hits until you die. Some more Medusa heads, but by now you should really be used to them, but I guess if it's like your first time playing, they're a real pain in the ass, but once you learn the enemy patterns, this game isn't really all that hard as it's made out to be. Even though, like, I sort of suck quite a bit during the playing of this level, as I do take quite a lot of damage unnecessarily. Again, this is another thing, if you time yourself correctly, you don't have anything really to worry about at all. Another thing that should be noted about those ravens as well is you can manipulate them into doing weird things like going off the screen without even hitting you at all. If you just crouch when they sort of come near you, it's probably better to do that than to actually try to attack them from there anyway, just because you're probably going to take a hit otherwise because of the lag with the whip. Which is another criticism of this game, which does make it pretty hard, because you got a couple of seconds from when you actually hit the whip button and the whip actually doing its whip action. It's kind of unfortunate, but oh well. This is really the hardest section of this level, but it's only really because of the enemy placements and the pit placements. And we're almost up to the boss, which is fortunate for us. Again, those bone pillars are really easily dealt with if you know how to use the whip very quickly. Unfortunately for us, there's a pot roast just before the boss. Now this boss, the mummies, there's 2 ways to take them out. The first one is what you're seeing on screen right now, with the sort of keep them separated, but just keep flinging holy water back and forth. The second is just basic self-defense, in which you just go up against the wall, so they can't attack you from behind, and then just go nuts with the holy water. But all in all, they really shouldn't give you too much trouble if you are properly equipped. They are one of the harder bosses in the game if you don't know how to take them on correctly. But if you have the correct strategies, it's really pretty easy. And now we are going to progress on to stage 4, so see you guys then. Bye.